I'll admit that because it's been in the bag, it's going to be a bit clumped together, but it does look really nice compost. Well, hello all and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I'd like to start by thanking everybody with regards to kind comments on my last video with regards Cointreau. That is very much appreciated, so thank you to everybody. Also, while we're thanking Nigel, Muddy Boots, my man, thank you very much with regards to the information about the onions. That's brilliant, really is. We're very much appreciated, that is, so thank you, Nigel. I've been out and well, I'm on holiday this week and I've been out and about. I've been to a garden centre that isn't a million miles away from me, but I don't always go to it that often, and so I've got something from there that I want to show you. I've got a bit of seed sowing that I want to do, and I just want to give you a bit of a catch up on how things are going with what I've sown so far, really. So let's start off by showing you what I got from the garden centre. Well, there we go, that's what I got myself. Bathgate Horticultural, their traditional multi-purpose compost. Bit of a story with me getting this. As I say, I'd gone to a garden centre that I've not been to for quite a while, and to be perfectly honest, I was looking to see what lines of peat-free compost they were stocking. Now, I know I've said in the past about I shall keep going with the clover, which is what I've got here, and I shall keep going with the clover, and I shall no doubt change to peat-free when I have to, but now and again I do like to just have a look and maybe get some and just try it. So yes, I do contradict myself, yes, so you know, I'm only human. But yes, I was looking to see whether there was, you know, what varieties of peat-free they'd got, and I literally come across this straight away, and these are 50 litre bags, and they were doing 2 for £7. So I've got myself 2. Be rude not to, eh? So I'm going to try this. I've got some seeds that I want to go and get and sow, so I'm going to open one of these bags up, see what it's like, and I'll get and do a bit of seed sowing into some of this. I know Bathgate do a peat-free. My big problem, well, say call it a problem, the big thing that I've found with peat-free is I have used some in the past, Some of it has been quite good and some has been absolutely awful, totally diabolical. The good stuff that I've used in the past, I've found it's very expensive. I mean, I think it was only a 30 litre bag, and it was about £15, something like that, which, you know, I can't understand why they're charging so much, but, you know, maybe somebody will explain. If you know, please leave a comment, let me know. It'd be great to find out why it is that they seem to be charging so much. But yes, I came across this. I mean, some of the really bad peat free I've had, while we're talking about it, it's sort of been bulked out with wood chip. I had some from a well-known supermarket that I shall not name, but they generally do offers down the middle aisle. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And I had some from them, and it was all bulked out with wood chip, and it had got quite a bit of got some biggish clumps in it that I don't really know what they were. I couldn't tell you. They were rock hard, but sort of, you know, what they were, I don't know. So as I say, I was looking, then I came across this. There was only a few bags left on the pallet. There's a big sign saying once it's gone for good. I think it said something like that. And I thought, right, I'll grab a couple of bags while I'm at it. We're getting to try this. So we'll give this a go, and I'll get and do some seed sowing in it. Right, I'm in the greenhouse. I've opened up the bath gates, and it doesn't look too bad. It's obviously it's breaking up nicely. It does look a little bit like the clover, but it seems to, I'll admit that because it's been in the bag, it's going to be a bit clumped together, but it does look really nice compost. And I'd say there is some peat in it. Yeah, that looks quite nice, that does. It seems to break down quite nicely. You know, it's, even though it's been compacted being in the bag, but yeah, that looks quite nice, that does. So I'm going to get and do some seed sowing. I've got some more tomatoes that I want to do. I'm going to do some Gardener's Delight. Now, I haven't done any of these for, well, years. I don't know, it says on here, I've just realised, it says here, grow outdoors and under glass. Didn't know you could do Gardener's Delight out in on the allotment. There you go, that's something else I've learned. So I'm going to do those. Then I've got 2 lots of beetroot that I want to have a go at. Monorobra, I think that's how you'd pronounce that. That's a little bit like Solandra. It grows a bit like sort of carrot shaped, but it's a uniform circle, so it'd be like a pipe length all the way down, so it'd be very uniform when you slice it. And the good old Bolt Hardy, can't beat Bolt Hardy. If anybody was to ask me what beetroot to grow, and they were limited with space, whatever, and we're only going to grow one, I'd definitely say Bolt Hardy, because it's a brilliant beetroot. It grows to a good size, and it'll stand a while. So like you get a you know, say you got a good size like that, you can leave it 2 or 3 weeks or so before you pull it, and it won't go woody or anything. Obviously you leave it for months, it's going to do, but yeah, bolt hardy I'd definitely go with. And with regards seed trays, now then, let's have a look. Tomatoes I'm going to do in one of those. I've got my labels here. And the beetroot, now I prefer really with beetroot to sow them direct out on the plot. I have done them in cell trays before now, and yes, they do work, but they seem, I've found, I don't know whether it's me or what, but I've found that when you come to transplant them out, they need quite a bit of watering, and you've got to make sure that, you know, to help them really get well established. I'm using one of these trays, and I'm going to do half and half with regards both lots of beetroot. So I'll get and prepare these trays. We'll get and give this, oh hello, I don't know what that is, foreign body in there. We'll get and give this Bathgate compost a go. I've got to be honest, and as you probably gathered, I'm quite impressed with this. I really am. Yeah, right, I'm rambling. I'll get and fill my trays up, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to sow some seed. Right, we've got everything done, ready. I'm going to do the beetroot first. I've dibbed holes, and the good thing about beetroot seed, you can see it's easy enough to pick up. There is a name for it, I forget now, with regards to type of seed it is or something, but it's easy enough to pick up with your fingers, quite chunky seeds. So I'm going to drop one in each of these. I've just dibbed a hole, just gone about ½ inch. But that's one good thing about with these, especially with these TT Brown packets, it does give you all the information on the seed pack with regards when to sow and how to sow. I know there's others that do the same. I'm just dropping one seed into each of these holes. There we go. Save the rest because I shall, like I said before, I'll direct sow these. So I'll just, that's the label for those, by the way. I'll just put that there so I know what I'm doing with them. The bolt hardy, the seeds up to about there, in there, there's loads and loads of seed. So again, one seed per hole, and this will be to get me started. Today, by the way, is the 4th of April, and I just thought there's one or two things that I thought I better get and sort out. The reason we're going with the tomatoes, it's just something different. I thought, right, I've not done any of them for a while, so we'll do some of them. Right, let's seal that up. Now another little thing that I'm going to do, that's the beetroot. I'll put the sign in there, and that one, that label in there, that one in there. What I'm going to do before I cover them up is just little squirt of water. Direct. A fellow plot holder told me about doing this, and I've got to be honest, I thought, yeah, makes sense, that does, because the seeds, you've got the seed down in the bottom of the hole. I'm going to give them a watering again once I've covered them. I'm going to cover these with compost, not vermiculite. There we go, put that there. Now we'll get a little bit of compost, just pack it down to make sure that we're not leaving any air gaps of any sort. But yes, this compost, this seems quite nice stuff. I'm very pleased with this. As I say, I know I've already mentioned it, but I was looking for peat free, but as soon as I come across this, as soon as I found this, I thought, oh right, that'll do, let's try it. I know there's one or two of you out there that use the Bathgate compost, and I've not really come across it that much. Obviously I did the other day when we were in this garden centre, so I thought, why not, let's have some. Just wipe round that. There we go. Right, give that a good watering now. It's going to stay out in the greenhouse here. We have had a couple of quite sharp frosts, but in the greenhouse, I'll just have a look in a minute at what the temperature's gone down to. Yeah, it didn't even go to below, even though we've had the frost, it didn't even go to below 0. So that's quite good. But I'm going to leave these, as I say, leave them in here. I think we can say they are suitably watered. Right, so that's some beetroot done. They're going to go into a tray, and then it'll just sit on the floor just over there behind the camera, and hopefully we'll see some. I don't know how long it'll take for them to come through, but I don't think it says anything on these. No, but hopefully we'll see some results in a week, 10 days, something like that. Right, get on with the tomatoes. What I'm now going to do I'm going to just damp this compost before I put the seed. There we go. And these are Gardener's Delight. I've not grown these for a good few years. So again, when I got the composter, that was when I got them seeds. I mean, I don't know about any of you, but I do, as you've seen in a video, I think it was around about November time, I think I put it up, where I showed you all the seeds I'd ordered. It was either October, November, and all the seeds I'd ordered from DT Brown's, because they were doing a lot of the seeds at £1 a pack. But even then, still go out and buy, you know, it's just a magnet. I don't really know why we do it, or, well, I do it anyway, but, well, there's quite a few seeds here, so I'm going to try and space these out. Trying to pick them up once they're wet, you've got no chance. But yeah, we'll just do a few down here, and I might save a few of the seeds. Right, let's have a look at doing, put a few down the middle. I'm going to have more than enough. I just wanted to do something, that'll do. I just wanted to do something a little different this time round. There we go, seal them up. Might end up doing another sowing for them, may not, we will see. Now then, label, most important, get the label in, and then just a light sprinkling of vermiculite, just enough to cover the seed. That's what it says on the pack. That'll do. And then being very careful not to blow it all away. Give it another good watering. These will go in the house. There we go. So that's it. Put that down there. So that's a few more tomatoes done, and the beetroot sorted. So as I say, with the beetroot, they'll get planted out as and when they come up, and maybe towards the end of April, beginning of May, I might then sow some in some rows out on the plot as well. Right, I'm going to do some more spring onions. I try throughout the year, I try to do successional sowings of lettuce and spring onion. This year, around at Christmas, I got given a box of, it was called Psychedelic Veg. And basically what it was things like red spring onions, there was some, I think there was some white radish in there, that long, I forget what it's called now, but the long, looks a bit like carrot type radish, but it's white. And those, talking of carrots, the multicoloured carrots where they're like purple and yellow and what and so on. And I thought to myself, I thought, we'll do some of them, and I've got them in the house. I think the variety is Apache, the red onion there, but I've sent for some, and these are North Holland Blood Red. Now you'll see that they're from a company called Seed Parade, and I do like dealing with these people because their prices are good, basically, I'm assuming because of the packaging, because everything comes in a pack, little self-seal like this with just that label on the front, and all as that label has on it is, it tells you with regards UK sourced, and that it's it gives a plant passport number, and it gives you the sow by date for them. So it doesn't give you, unlike you get with, like here with these DT Browns, where you get all the information of what depth to sow them and all that sort of thing. This doesn't, but it makes them very cheap. I think these were something like about £1.20, something like that for them. So what I'm doing is I've got a small well, it's part of a larger multi-cell seed tray, and what I'm going to do is just get small clumps. I've put again using the Bathgate compost, and I'm just going to sprinkle 5 or 6 seeds into each of these here, and just put them in there. Then I'll cover them with a little bit of vermiculite, and we'll go from there. I'll put a few more in there, a few more in there, get a few more in that one, I think. Yeah, for what I've got left here, I may as well just dot these about. And as I say, with this Seed Parade, I've got no axe to grind either way with regards seed companies or anything like that, but I just think that it's really good idea. Now I've put the Bathgate compost in there, and I've also wet it, so we'll cover that now, and then I'll just firm it down. I've put my label in already before I've started. There we go, and then just push that down, make sure that we're contacting the compost and the seed and so on, and then with my sprayer just lightly to start with, so I don't blow the vermiculite everywhere. Then give it a good watering. These will go, I'm in two minds actually. I don't know whether to put these into the greenhouse next door or leave them in this greenhouse, or whether to actually take them into the house and put them on the window ledge where I'd got the others. I don't know. But that's North Holland Blood Red, a red spring onion. I'm going to do some guardsmen, and I'm going to get and pop these lettuce on as well. So I'll bring you back once I've got all that done. Right, the lettuce are done, look a bit sickly. I'll take you off the tripod and bring you over here, because I did say about giving you an update on some other things that I'd sown. So let me take you off here, and as I always say, bit of shaky camera time. Right, so that's the crisp mint lettuce all done. They'll go back in the house, try and keep them at the temperature that they're accustomed to. There's some more seed that I've sown. I overdid it the first sowing of seeds. It was, as you saw, it was just absolutely over the top. I've put about 20-25 seeds in both of these. So I've got some more of the crisp mint, I've got some the Lola Rosso, the spring onions, the North Holland Blood Red and Guardsman in there. Then moving on, here at the back there are some sweet peppers. They were sown 30th of the 11th last year. They've been in the house, been in the on the windowsill in the house all this time, and I'm very pleased with them. They're coming along nicely. I'm really chuffed. Then we've got, I haven't brought all the tomatoes, but these are the pink Brandywine, and they're coming on nice. Then I've got cauliflower Clapton. Then I've got the broccoli or Calabrese Monoclano there. That's doing okay. They won't be too long before I'll get and pop them on. I need to put them into slightly deeper pots. I might even put them into root trainers, and then maybe put them out in the greenhouse next door, because I can put it, if I put them in root trainers, I can bury sort of half of that and they'll pick up from there. And then here are the forget-me-nots coming along nicely. These were the free seed that we had off the vet, so quite pleased with them. So all in all, everything all coming along nicely. I'll show you the go and show you the onion sets in the greenhouse next door now. Right, we're in the other greenhouse. There's the potatoes all done, and then in here, I've just opened this up. In here we've got, I'll put you down, the camera down, sweet peas. They were the 19th of the 3rd they were sown. I'm now going to over the next few days sow a few more. Then we've got marigolds in those two trays, along with some more there. Then the rest is onions, and I think nearly every single, I can only see one out of all of those that hasn't fired, and they're heat treated Centurion onion sets they are, and they're coming along nicely. And then again, looking here, these are rumba, and again it looks like every single one of them has fired. There's a few more rumba there. Then the red are the Red Baron onion sets, and again it only looks like there's one or two that haven't fired, so I'm pleased with them. And then me leeks 19th of the 2nd they were sown. I've got Musselburgh, and then in here is Elephant in there. So all in all, it's not looking too bad. Everything's quite pleased with everything, how it's all coming on. So it won't be too long before these onions will be going out the way they're going. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. It really is very much appreciated. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'd like to also thank my new subscribers that I see I've had a few come along for the ride. Thank you very much, all of you. So until the next time, be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.